Ooh, let me do it again. Hold on.
Hey, we already live, bro. We
I want to do it again now. I want to do it again. Oh, look like we got a guy in here already. But let me sip this nice brisk tea real quick. Let me just sip it one more time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you did. Yeah, sip your little tea, right? See,
Yeah,
only thing you was missing was the little teacup. What's going on, people? What is going on, people? This is Friday Night Madness with your boys over here. Your man, 6-man KStylzz. You got Mad Mike Sports, the mad scientist. We got it's sexual, baby. LT in the building. Mark Henry Jr.
I cannot stand you.
I want to give it all to you. You're right on.
I cannot stand you.
Man, whatever, man. Shoot. Hey, your ass look like Mark Henry. That should be a compliment. At least Mark Henry could whoop somebody that you don't want to be out here looking like Flavor Flav. There ain't nobody gonna take it serious.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Oh man.
But how everybody doing today, man? How everybody doing?
What's up, man? We good, man. What you got for
all
us?
good?
Hey, wait a minute, Mike. Dude, we forgetting something.
The real
roll call. You know we can't do a show without the real roll call up in here.
Absolutely.
And today's roll call, we're gonna go as the usual suspects. We got Joseph Thornton in the building. We got Tail Sports and Gaming. We got UK Knight. We got Silas Draven. We got ATL Leo. We got CK22. We got Andrew G. We got Gabrielle Lombro. Michael Walker. Not that Michael Walker. We got the young gunner ATM 534. Here comes the money. Money. We got Drew True Statement. We got Low Ski. We got Atlanta Forever. And we got we got a couple of my folks here, Raymond Elder and Ultra Shadow 97. Yeah. All right, Mike.
Man gonna have to nerd the ass out how we doing. I'm gonna tell you how I'm doing. I'm still fat. That's how I'm doing.
Hey, all you gotta do is just say, somebody's gonna get their ass whooped. Somebody's gonna get their whooped. Somebody's gonna get their
I hate you, man.
Hey, shout out to Just J Rock in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all go support him over on the Twitch side of the game. Go ahead, Mike, man. What you got, man?
I'll wait on that. The topic that I wanted to talk about earlier today. I'm gonna wait on that.
You gonna wait on that? So, you want to go ahead?
Let's just get straight into it. Let's get Cam on because obviously, people, they really upset. Go, set it up.
So pretty much what tonight's Friday Night Madness was going to be, if this is part of the topic, is the title elite quarterback overrated? But my man's over here got some infamy going on Twitter right now when it comes to Calvin Ridley. So he put the invitation out there. Anybody that's on the Twitter space that got a problem with what Mike had to say, you bring your asses on here. The link is right there. And you know what? Before we even get to Cam, and here's the thing. I'm going to put it in here right now. So anybody that has something that they want to get off their chest or something they want to get this man right here for what he said, link is in the chat. So, and we already got somebody coming on.
We got one already.
All
Give
right.
it to me. Hey, look, man, don't do no sugarcoating. Look, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Call me whatever you feel. Say what's on your heart. Say what's on your mind. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Cam, is you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Cam, what's going on, man?
My issue wasn't really much of the whole Ridley situation because it's still I feel like it's still a very work in progress kind of issue. We don't know what's going to happen with him, whether he's going to be on the team. Personally, I don't feel like he will be on the team come July. My main issue was just how we're treating mental health. It isn't the way that Mike was seeing it. As someone who, myself, I struggle with.
What is your opinion of how I felt?
How
I saw it. What is your opinion of like? What do you think based on what you saw from that? What did you get from that? Be honest, like I said, be honest. Be totally honest with what you saw. What you saw there, what did you get from
that? What I got from it was, I'm gonna probably say, like, if be brutally honest, it was a little bit of ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
As someone myself who struggles with a little bit of mental health issues, it isn't the way of like, oh, you feel sad all the time, or oh, you may self-harm yourself, as though it can get that way in serious cases. It's just that like you have to like live your life and you have to battle with it, but like at times you'll wake up in the morning feeling fine, feeling okay, but then it'll just sneak up on you, and then you'll feel like really down on yourself, or you'll feel like really insecure about other by things in your life that you can't control. And that photo may have been taken, from what I saw, it was taken in 2021 last year.
It was an old pic.
So now, whether or not Ridley was struggling with mental health back then, or whether this is a recent thing, I don't know. I am not Calvin Ridley. I don't know. I'm not in his circle. I'm not, anyone who knows the guy personally. But just from where I can come from, for someone who struggles with some of the same stuff that he struggles with, it isn't the way that you were like putting it out there on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Should have been a little bit more transparent.
I would just say like be more like mindful. People were in the comments. They were bringing up examples like Robin Williams. We know Robin Williams is probably one of the greatest comedians ever, but like, later on he ended up having or committing suicide, due to mental health issues. It just
that's the one that I brought up Robin Williams. I brought up several reasons and but I guess different scenarios where people deal with mental health differently. Some people don't talk about it. Some people are very vocal. You see it in their demeanor, whether it's crime, alcoholism, whether they don't want to talk, they become introvert, outrovert. There are many examples of mental health, and this is what needs to be talked about. So I'm glad you came on and actually, you spoke on it.
I'm about to say, hey, just kind of piggybacking on what you said as far as taking the mental health stuff seriously. You still there, Cam? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. So what you're saying was the implication of what was tweeted wasn't so much of what he said, it was the tone, right?
Yes, the optics, I guess I would say.
Right. Right.
It's not
Okay.
as like black or white.
Right.
Okay. But like you said, it's only going to come from a public perception because of I'm gonna just break it like this. The reality of it is, and we know mental health is nothing to be played with. But if you look at the perception of when it happened, it looks like it was fishy. It was the timing of it. So when you see a lot of people that's looking like, well, man, we don't know if Calvin is faking it. We don't know if it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we not saying that mental health, we shouldn't make fun of mental health. Nah. Everybody has a form of mental health. I got a regular job. They ain't gonna give a damn if I got mental health. If I can't do my job, they gonna get rid of me just like that. So even if we do talk about that, we have to look at the real world perspective of it's going to be what have you done, and the problem that I say that I would say with it is you have Hayden Hurst on your team who's going through the mental health as well. He's got the issues as well. It's all about talking to people within a circle, trying to get people that, okay, he knows what I'm going through. Boom, 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 boom. So
I can see that. I can see that.
Same with Lee Smith. The man battled, his father walking out on him, alcoholism. I mean, that's mental health in his own right. And you talking about a person like me who has definitely suffered through it. I've literally, like I said, and I know a lot of people may see me when I say this, but I've literally like sat in my apartment with like whippery, like loaded, ready to pull the trigger on myself. So I mean, we definitely know what mental health is. It, like you said, well, the way Mike delivered it might not have been the best, but a lot of times, and this is no shade to you or anything, but a lot of time people do look at things on face value and they immediately get emotional and when it comes to a lot of topics because I mean some folks may or may not have mental health or they can understand it because one of the big things of people that were saying how do you know what mental health looks like it has a face. That's a lie. But people as a person that I'm a firm believer and I just got like this because don't get me wrong, I used to be a deflecting person very much so when I was coming up. We don't like to take accountability because we don't a lot of times I mean it's a lot of times you just don't ask people how they doing. Like some folks will be like, how you doing? The usual response is, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. But I've been to where people are like, no man, like how are you doing? Because I'm like my life is turning upside down and I'm with my boys laughing and cut it up. I am a joking person. But literally in my mind, body, and soul, I am screaming. But people didn't ask me truly how am I doing. And like I said, I know because I lost a family member due to that in my heart of hearts. And I could have done, and I know like he asked a question on Facebook and I didn't. I responded, but I was like, I'm not gonna get into it because I know the way my thought process is, a lot of folks gonna look at me crazy, which people do that now. So I just like I'm gonna leave it as is. And he asked me, he was like, no, cuz talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me your opinions on this, that, and third. And 2 weeks later, the man was gone. And I'm hurt because at the time, this is my cousin and he's a twin. So anytime I look at his brother, I see him. So like that's a hurtful feeling to know that somebody was going through something and you could have done something and you didn't. Of course, it's a hurtful feeling. It's a very much a hurtful feeling. But we don't. But as a person, like I said, a lot of us don't. We don't really truly pay attention to the signs. I've definitely. I will say this. I've definitely like noticed like people pattern. If I done got close to you, and I know you, I know your patterns. I know your speech. I know the way you walk, the way you talk. If any of those things get get off, I could pick up on that. If like these guys know me, if they know I'm not cussing you out, then they know like, okay, something going on.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This dude is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I
But
wake up. Go ahead. Go bye.
No, look. So yeah, like I said, like just kind of getting back on the Calvin Ridley thing as well. Like I said, you just have to look at the timing of it, and I see somebody here said something about well, you got money and stuff on the line. You got to remember, the average person doesn't really have the money like that to really seek professional help when it comes to these mental health issues. So we're sitting out here struggling. We have to find out for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree that the timing of it was a little bit I guess weird. But I mean, like I said, it goes back, like, I guess, on the Hayden Hurst thing. You know, Hayden Hurst, he's able to play through it. I mean, like I said, once again, I'm not Hayden Hurst, but like I know from ways that people have told me, or the way that I kind of have to cope with, you know, certain things, just to try to do the things you love. Hayden Hurst, you know, I would say loves playing football. That's probably one of his ways to cope with his mental health. Calvin, I mean, he might not have that coping or that tool of coping. That might not be his way of coping, so he had to step away. So I don't have a problem with Calvin stepping away or whatever. I mean, I guess until we get like an official statement from him, which we still haven't gotten, I mean, that would bring a lot more clarity to.
You said the main thing. There was no communication, and that's where the problem was. Right there.
Problem. That's where the issue has always been, not only for myself, but pretty much everybody on this platform, including, you know, the people in the comments also. And Paul, you know, he said, where's the transparency? That's these are the things we're talking about. At the end of the day, you're absolutely right, Cam, when it comes down to, you know, people having to be more I guess sensitive to whichever topic, but the issue even with that in itself is that being sensitive to a situation doesn't always help either. So it becomes a matter of, you know, what's it going to take to get to this guy? Because clearly, you know, me talking about this, Arthur Blank trying to reach out to him, he can't get to him. What's it going to take to kind of get and try to understand like what's going on? That's the problem. What's going on? Are you okay? And if we don't get an answer, it's only natural for any human being to like, all right, get frustrated in whatever way. When frustration sets in, people get angry. People say things. People do things. And you leave it open for interpretation. When you leave it open for interpretation, that's when that brain of ours start to get the cooking, and you start saying anything. Go ahead, KStylzz.
So basically, what you're saying is it opened Pandora's box.
That's exactly it. So where do we draw the line when it comes down to, all right, well, do we, as like I said, at the end of the day, we're talking about a guy that is a leader, okay? A leader amongst his team, a leader amongst his players. People look up to him. So if they're not getting a response from him, shouldn't they be upset? Shouldn't they feel abandoned? We got players. We got fans that absolutely love Calvin Ridley. They paid $100 just for his jersey. Where's the explanation for those guys? I paid my hard-earned money to make sure that we see you play. Damn, you can't give us we can't give us a update and say this or that. Like these are the things we're talking about. So no, this is not a comfortable conversation. This is typically what we don't do. Well, we do topics like this all the time, but a lot of it's, you know, we're really trying to get, you know, deep down to an issue that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and that's understanding and listening to people. Nobody wants to listen to shit. Everybody got an opinion, but nobody want to listen.
So I got a question for you, ma'am. Just can you give me like a person that you know, like people that you hold near and dear in your life right now? Just in a quick example, like mom, dad, children, anything of that nature.
Oh, is
Hello, you
that
still
me?
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay.
Okay, I was calling. I'm like you know, just give me like just a quick example. Like just pick somebody like mom, dad, children, husband, or anyone that you know that you hold near and dear to your life.
I'd say my dad. My dad.
Your dad. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an
Yeah.
example. Say if your dad is going through a mental break or something like that, and and like he just go dark on you, like wouldn't you want him to like reach out or just try to talk to him or anything like that of that nature? Especially if he's going through like some mental health issues, wouldn't you want him to just like, okay, maybe I need, you know, like I need someone to talk to or anything of that nature? You would want that, right?
Yeah, I would want that.
So let me say this.
Uh,
So if a person of a author blank, I mean, I understand people might be like, okay, it's business. We understand that, but it's not always just business with this man. This man do genuinely care for the players that we bring in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people might not believe it, but he proved that to me when I watched him push Vic on the sideline in the wheelchair. I have yet to
Exactly.
see another owner do that.
Exactly.
So he cares for his guys, for his organization. Like, you don't think you won't want this man to talk to you? Like, you don't think he won't want to reach out and be like, yo, what? I'm so sorry. Oh my
yeah, I'd want to reach out. I don't know. I could see where
God.
the
Again, I am
example
so
you're
sorry, y'all,
giving.
but
However, I would
like
say
I don't
this.
like I said though, I don't I don't think people feel like he should be able to you know he shouldn't be able not to be able to talk to a guy that's going through some mental health issues. He should be able to talk with him and have conversations with him, but you're not you're not there. You're not able to talk to him, so he's just in the dark. I mean, he's speaking, he's trying to give a positive outlook the best way he can, but not being able to discuss anything with him kind of hurts. So that's a problem. And I'm pretty sure if your dad was going through something like that, you would definitely want to reach out, or you definitely would want to talk to him, like trying to figure out what can we do to make you feel better.
You
And
see whether it
Correct. I could see
I'm
that.
going on mute. Y'all could continue the dialogue.
but yeah,
Hey guys,
you
can you
see,
hear me?
yeah, go ahead.
Silas, what's up,
Yeah,
man?
I'm sorry. I
How you
don't
doing?
mean to break into y'all, but I'm doing well, man. Thanks. I've been watching the show. Appreciate y'all. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
working. I drive for a living, and I get on here when I can, in and out. And I only got a few minutes before I get to where I got to go, so I
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to get this in there while y'all were talking about this. Mental health is a serious issue. It's something that a lot of people suffer from. I think everybody knows somebody that suffered from mental health. And if Calvin Ridley has a mental health issue, I don't think any of us here would say that he don't need to get the help that he needs. That goes without saying, I believe. But here's the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say it just as plain as anybody can say it. I think he's full of shit. I think that he used it as an excuse. And if that's the case, then I have no use for him, and nobody else should either, because that's not something to play around with. I think he used it as an excuse. He enjoyed having Julio Jones there, and when the Falcons lost or something went wrong, he could always lean on Julio to bail him out. And then when you look at the interviews this year with the losses for what he did play, he was all out of sorts. He couldn't handle the pressure. And that's just my honest opinion, is he couldn't handle the pressure, and he decided to just fucking quit. And I mean, People might hate me for saying that. They might. I don't care. That's my opinion. If he has a mental health issue, he should get help. Absolutely, 100%. But I honestly think it's bullshit. And that's just my opinion.
Especially if you have the resources to where you can get the best help possible.
Exactly.
So-
And I mean, we've seen a lot of different opinions on here, and everybody has one. You know, but there's not one person that has come on here and said, hey, if he's got a mental health issue, then, you know, fuck him. Nobody said that. Absolutely nobody. The problem is whether he comes out or the Falcons come out or somebody else comes out, you know, and says something to where we could see what the hell is going on. But to me, somebody that's got mental health issues and sits there and says it's, you know, it's not about this, it's not about that. Don't sit there and tweet out the numbers for what they've done that year and how much the Falcons need them. The first thing I would think is, why aren't you saying something about mental health? Who gives a fuck about your numbers?
Hey man, I completely forgot about that, man. Hey,
I totally forgot about that. Wow,
So,
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Let me say this real quick. Like I said, this is about opinions, all right? This is about his opinion. I'm not here to say whether he's right or wrong, but the problem is like everybody feel like, all right, you don't agree, then you're a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Like you have a problem, or you're going against mental health, or you're bashing mental health, or you're doing this or that. It's like we're conditioned not to question. If you question, then all of a sudden you're a fucking bad guy, and that's not the case. If you're never going to learn anything if you don't ask questions. If you just ride blindly with what people say, then we'd be all run off a fucking cliff by now. So asking questions is not the problem. It's how you ask them, how we respond, how we treat each other. And if he has a problem, he needs the help. And if his mental health is bad and football is bad for him, then the best thing he can do is never step on the field again. Do I think he's a great player? He's an amazing player. He's an awesome player. I think he's naturally a good person. If he needs the help, he needs to get the help. And I don't think any of us have a problem with that. Would we love to see Calvin Ridley on the Falcons? Absolutely. Would I rather see him somewhere else, healthy, mentally healthy, and playing for somebody else? Yes, as a person, as a human being, I would. But would I rather him be a Falcon? Absolutely. But if he's full of shit, then he needs to answer for it.
But and I'm glad he said that too, because isn't that the condition of what this society has been, is jump to conclusion without asking questions? This is kind of the same thing that a lot of people have been getting like media bullshit about. It's like, okay, you're assuming we're saying this, but instead of asking the question on what you mean by that, now you're trying to push somebody who has an opinion in a negative light because it doesn't coincide with yours. And this is a problem that we have right now in this society, is that everybody wants to be right. Somebody's got to be wrong. But you rather ask the right questions to find out if you're right or wrong than assume if you're right or wrong. If that makes any sense.
The late great Pimp C told an Atlanta radio station, "I'm gonna tell you how you took it, and I'm gonna tell you what I meant."
Hey, well, guys, I love y'all. I gotta stop and do this. I'll hop in the chat and stuff like that. But I appreciate y'all. Everything you do.
Appreciate you, man.
Anybody with mental health, please get help. But on the other side of that, don't use shit as excuses because you can't handle shit. All right. Love y'all.
All right, man. You be careful out there, man. All right. All right, Yeezy. We see you in here. We just trying to get some.
Yeah, let's
We just
get
try to
Brian
get
people, man.
get some different people in here before we
Let's
bring
get
you on
Brian
right
back.
quick. So hold on.
Hey,
Brian.
y'all get.
Hold up.
Hey, y'all
Brian,
can hear me?
I got it.
Yeah, we got you. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm finally on the show, man. Hey, I'm always be working.
Hey man, hey, that's my dog. He been here since day. Boy, he been following a while, man.
Yeah. This is the people's right here.
Yeah, man. Hey, just to piggyback on the mental health, man. Cause I'm being a victim of mental health, and that's something you seriously do not play around with, man.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, with Kevin Ridley's situation, don't we have somebody on the team by the name of Hayden Hurst that he can talk to?
Be careful. You sounding too smart.
Hold on, wait a minute.
That's a rhetorical question. I mean, like, this is a man that been dealing with mental health since he got in the league, and he's an advocate of mental health. So if you're going through that, why are you not? Why you ain't not? That should be at least the first person you should reach out. Like, hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing what? Like, give some kind of progress of what you're doing.
Wait a minute, Brian, you just brought something up to me, and I just remember something. All these football teams have therapists, mental health therapists,
right?
As well.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you gotta get some kind of update, man. Like, if you're not, like, I understand if your head is not in the game or playing, like, we understand, but please just at least give us some kind of update, man. Like, we can care less of what stats you have posted since you got in the league. Like, come on, man.
My God, like, you literally said you taking a break from football because your mind not in it, and literally no update from you for 2 months. Just for you, your first social media post in 2 months is your stats. Come on, dog.
Hey, I can tell you exactly what that meant too. You know what he was trying to say, right? I think everybody know what he was trying to say. He was like, "You see, these receivers can't do nothing without me." That's what he was trying to say.
I never thought about it that way. Wow.
And my bad.
Look, I was gonna say, get this out right quick, because if you think about it like that, is if you got a lot of the NFL players that's backing you, you got a lot of people backing your mental health stuff. And the first, it's just like Brian just said, the first thing you post up is some stats that you had with the team instead of an update. Sounds like a troll job.
Yep, and then to tell you the truth, the first football game that he appeared at was at an Alabama game. He didn't even appear at none of our games.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason I was reported.
Yeah, I mean, as reported, but still, if somebody saw him. But if it's true, why you ain't at least try to appear at least one of our games?
I mean, but I'm saying that because, to our knowledge, the Alabama game was the first game he appeared to. But a lot of people don't know, a guy posted on Twitter where his cousin, Ridley, and a cousin of his were at a Chargers and Giants game in California.
There's a whole bunch of ugly stuff going on, man.
But I mean, but like I said, the point of this, like right now, the point of everything is this mental health situation. Like I said, we folks don't think that we don't care. We clearly care. We deal with it our own selves. We fight with it all the time. Like, again, like some of the things I've been through in my lifetime, man, like people can't even fathom what I've seen and what I've done. And like I said, they don't understand the type of demons I fight at night. But you assume because I'm not showing compassion, then you don't know what mental health is. No, because I've been through it. I know what it looks like. I made my mistakes by losing friends and family to it. I know what it looks like. But people don't want to admit to, like, it's being in front of you. Yes, we are human beings. We are very unattentive at times. It happens. It's okay to admit that I lost a family member because I wasn't paying attention like I should have been. I lost a friend because I wasn't paying attention like I should have been. It's okay to admit that, because I have to admit it. I have to live the rest of my life knowing I lost my cousin because of that.
I should have did
Yep.
this for him. I should have been
And
paying
I
attention.
1,000% agree to it.
All right.
But yeah, I just want to speak for a few. Yeah, I just want to speak for a few minutes, man. Like I said, man, I've been a fan of the show, since day one, man. I be commenting. KStylzz, you just a fool, man. LC, keep it real as it is, man. But let me get my food right quick,
Appreciate
man.
it.
I appreciate being on the show, man. Hopefully I be out here more a lot.
Hey man, it's open. Like you said, just let us know. You follow everybody on Twitter. Just let us know. We got you coming up, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I ain't really got no page or anything set up like that. And by the way, to all the Matt Ryan haters, man, why y'all be so scared to pop up for him, man? That's all I want to know.
Hey man,
this is a topic for another day, dog. We already got enough going on.
Hey, we can add that for the night too.
Hey, I'll leave it alone though. But hey, let me get my food right quick, man. Hey, y'all boys hold it down, man.
All right, man, Brian, you take it easy, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you for stopping by.
Appreciate it, man.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no thing.
Hey, man, all right. Yeezy, what's going on, man?
What's up?
What you got for us today, man?
Nah, nothing. I know. I just saw some posts on social media, like Mad Mike post a post on YouTube, and he say like, "Should we trade Grady?" I'm like, that don't make no sense. Like, why you so obsessed? Why you so obsessed about other people's opinion, which is bullshit? Should Grady Jarrett? That don't make no sense.
Coming at me like that, damn! I just asked the question, bro.
That don't make no sense, bro. Anybody who tell you like we should trade Grady for what? Like Grady is basically the only player we had on defense besides AJ Terrell, right? He's the only one.
Right.
So why trade him? Trade him for who? Trade him for what?
That's the question that I had. They look. Go ahead, KStylzz.
Anybody who want to trade Grady Jarrett, come on here. Yeah.
Hey, before we do that, let's get some of these super chats out the way, man. Tyson Falcon came with the 199. Said, when is Matt Bryant getting into the Hall of Fame? We have no idea. You know, kickers don't really get love like that unless
about
they
5 years, about 27, like probably 27 or 30.
By 2031 or something.
It's gonna be a weak class, and they ain't gonna have no choice but to throw him in there.
Exactly. And Brian Peoples with the $4.99 super chat, man. We definitely appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Yeezy. What you gotta get off your mind, man?
Like yesterday, I watched the NFL Awards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of people get to be in the Hall of Fame, and then like when you're looking at it, like Devin Hester is not selected. Reggie Wayne wasn't that list. He wasn't selected. Let me see who else wasn't selected. I mean, I don't think Dick Merville should be in the Hall of Fame.
It was a bunch of Torrey Holt. It was a bunch of guys that wasn't. I was looking at that list. I was like, bro, what in the hell were they thinking?
Wait a minute, Torrey Holt wasn't selected for the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it was like some good receiver. Andre Johnson wasn't.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware.
I don't know if Torrey Holt made it.
Torrey Holt.
I knew it was a receiver.
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson, yeah.
Andre Johnson and Reggie Wayne.
I know it could have been Andre Johnson.
Patrick Willis and then Jared Allen.
Let me see.
None of them wasn't selected.
Jared Allen didn't make it.
No.
Not first ballot. Hold on. Wait, that man. Hold on.
I'm like, you got the dude from the 80s. His name is Cliff Avery. No, not Cliff Avery.
Oh, I'm looking at right now. Cliff Branch.
Yeah, Cliff Branch. Yeah. So why do they wait so long to put this man in the Hall of Fame?
Hey, probably Cliff Branch been probably waiting on that ballot for so long. Hell, he last played in '85, so damn, he's been waiting.
He's dead.
He's been dead for 3 years.
Wow.
Probably
That's what it said in the article. He died in 2019.
19.
And now they decided to put him in the Hall of Fame.
Wow. So he's not even alive. Wow.
I think when he left the NFL, I think he was like a third leader in receiving yards. Didn't make it to the Hall of Fame. When he retired, he was like the third receiving yard leader. Didn't make it to the Hall of Fame until 30 years later. Bullshit. Probably was dealing with some off-field issue, you know.
Hey, could be. They got Art McNally. He was an NFL official.
Why in the hell is Dick Vermeer a Hall of Famer?
Dick Vermeer was pretty good OC, man.
Hey, man.
I mean, Leroy Butler and Richard Seymour, yeah, I could agree with that, but other than that, it's a bunch of people in that list who don't even deserve to be here.
Right.
But Sam Mills should be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, they said, yeah, he should be because, yeah, I don't know, I because all the NFL annals, and like I said, I may have heard Cliff Branch's name maybe once or twice, but like I said, hey, it is what it is. But I kind of had a feeling like those guys like Torrey Holt and Andre Johnson wasn't gonna get first ballot. I kind of already knew that was going to be the deal, so we can't be surprised at that.
No, Torrey had been waiting for a long time, boy.
Y'all show Torrey. Hold on, y'all show Torrey not in because I could have sworn that man could have been in.
Nah, I got the list right here.
Bruce, I think it was
Isaac Bruce already.
Isaac Bruce got in last year.
Yeah, Isaac Bruce got in last year. Yeah, because the list is Tony Baselli, which makes sense.
All right.
Let's say Cliff Branch, Leroy Butler, Art McNally, Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Dick Vermeer, and Bryant Young. So yeah. So I would say don't be surprised if they make it next year though.
Yeah. I do see. I mean, the way you can keep Jerry Allen out of it, just it ain't no way.
Right. Alex, man, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
What you got for us today, man? What you got for us?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really got much. Honestly, I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Whoa! What?
Wait, he don't have. Wait, this is a first. Alex have nothing. Okay.
I mean, I stay ready, but I don't know. I don't got a comment on Calvin Ridley.
No, we still on that topic.
We could switch up the topic and actually use the topic that the actual show was about to be for tonight.
Okay, now I got something to say.
Okay, So for a lot of people that don't know, the original topic was: is the elite quarterback overrated? Is the title elite quarterback overrated?
A good topic.
Is the title overrated?
Yeah, because you know how everybody say, well, we got elite quarterbacks in the league and stuff like that. You put these people on the pedestal. But here's the interesting part about it. When they lose, it's because they don't have the help. If they win, it's about them.
LeBron.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh my God, he really didn't have to do that to him like that. What you mean, man? Like LeBron do everything by himself. I mean that's what I was told, right? LeBron is the king. You don't need help.
Right.
Go ahead, KStylzz.
So really, what the thing was is having an elite quarterback really a necessity, if you need a whole team to win. Because we've always said here.
As Trent Dilfer.
Ask Jim Plunkett. Plunkett. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Right. And like it's because this topic right here is very interesting. On something to talk about. And like I said, if we don't get all the way through it, we'll continue this conversation on Monday as well.
Let me say this about that, because you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. I never thought about much about this topic, but if we're being honest, like if we're being honest, it can be. It really is, because talking about elite quarterbacks, like, is really taken away from the rest of the team. Like, it's taken away from your linemen, it's taken away from your defense, it's taken away from your running backs, it's taken away from your receivers, it's taken away from your coaching, it's taken away from everything else that has to go right in order for you to look good.
Let me give you a perfect example. When Peyton Manning played with the Colts, right? That was a really good team, right? But all the credit go to Peyton Manning, right? You got Tony Dungy, head coach. You got on the O-line, you got Jeff Saturday, Reggie Wayne receiver, right? On defense, you got Dwight Freeney, you got Robert Mathis, you got Bob Sanders. That was a really good team, but
Cato
Idea, right?
Bob Sanders.
Yeah.
Bob Sanders, Kelvin Hayden.
Of the year, yeah. But all the credit go to Peyton Manning.
Right.
But that was a really good team.
Hey, the same thing you could say about Tom Brady.
Exactly.
You definitely say that about Brady.
Yeah.
Because let me say it like this. Remember, they won the Super Bowl last year. Tom Brady played an average game. The defense showed the hell out. Guess who they gave all the credit to?
Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Let me say that too. See, on paper, this Tampa Bay Bucs team on paper was better than any New England Patriot team that Tom Brady played in. On paper. Way better.
Go ahead, keep going, man.
Keep going.
Nah. I'm good.
Hold on. Let me do something right quick.
I mean, on paper, that's facts, right?
Hey.
Just on paper, this Tampa Bay Bucs team last year, like those 2 years that Tom Brady played with the Bucs, this Bucs team looked better on paper than any Patriots team that Tom Brady played in.
See, 2007.
2007, there was only Randy Moss. That's it. That was the same team from like 2005 to 2010. That was the same team. They only had Randy Moss. That's it. They only had Randy Moss. That's it. Who is the number one, the number two, the second target of Tom Brady? Who is like the number 2 receiver of Tom Brady? You don't even know it.
Wes Welker.
At that time, at that time it was Kevin Falk. I remember that. It was
Wes Welker. You talking about I said 07? Yeah.
You talking about 2007. 2007.
Yeah.
Randy Moss was the number 1 target. Who was the number 2 target? You don't even know.
Wes Welker.
Wait a minute. I thought Wes Welker played for the Dolphins at that time.
No, Wes Welker beat the Patriots basically by himself in 06, and the Patriots traded for him to get him from the Dolphins in 07.
Hold on. How many yards does Wes Welker had in 2007? How many yards does he had?
Okay, yeah.
Man, I don't know, but you got to understand. You got to understand that the league wasn't no pass happy league either.
But I'm just saying that was the same team, the same New England team. They just add Randy Moss. That's it.
Yeah, he right. That was 07. I was thinking of 06.
Okay, you saying that, but you talking about defensively. We talking about how like somewhat past his prime and Dominican Sue, a one-handed Jason Pierre-Paul. and rookie and Antoine
hold on,
Whitfield.
Let me get Jay in real quick and get Jay take on. So let's get Jay right quick.
Jay Holler, man, what's going on, man?
What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. What you know good, man? What you got, folks?
Chilling. I'm gonna get my flowers out. Man, Mike, appreciate you doing what you're doing. Been following you down there since like 2016. LT, I've been chatting with you on your Twitter shit. I'm the guy from Dallas, goddamn it. KStylzz,
Okay.
I fucking appreciate you, bro, because you be having me rolling like, I don't know what the fuck you get these unknown ass memes from. Goddamn it, keep them shits coming. I fuck with you.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man.
My take is, I believe that elite shit is being used too fucking freely. Cause basically, like in rap, how they consider down there anybody can be the fucking GOAT. Like we just use that word too freely. So switching back to fucking football. If a quarterback can run or throw the ball 80 fucking yards and have a fantastic game, god damn, that motherfucker, they're elite like a bitch. Man, you ain't see what he do. He do such and such. But when our quarterback do some shit, oh shit, he just paying his fucking stats. He just paying his stats. So I believe that word is fucking overrated. Cause if Aaron Rodgers have a bullshit game and defense make up for it, Aaron Rodgers get the praise. Same shit go for fucking that guy who retired but not retired but just retired again. Him. So motherfuckers don't call Eli Manning elite for that fucking Super Bowl pass he did down the field. Old dude caught it with the fucking helmet. They don't consider the nigga who caught the ball or the motherfucker who threw the ball elite. So I think the word is too. I think our generation use the damn word elite too. We too friendly with that word. That's my take on that.
You know, with which quarterback that elite shit start with?
Oh my god. We know that shit. That's why I say I'm glad it ain't gone. Shit.
Who? Go and say it, Yeezy. You already done brought it up. Let people know who you talking about.
Joe Flacco.
What the fuck?
Flacco.
Yeah, you remember this time all those people was talking about is Joe Flacco elite? Is Flacco elite?
I see what he said. No. He was talking about.
I see where you went.
No, he said that people were saying Joe Flacco was elite.
This is where this elite shit start. Like they start talking, like they start asking, is somebody elite? Is this guy elite? Is that guy elite? Like this is where all this elite shit start. But before that, we already knew who was elite and who was not elite.
Hey, I'm glad you said Joe Flacco.
You know one thing though.
Stuff on Joe Flacco right
this week. I'm glad that Ryan Clark said that Russell Wilson is not an all-time good quarterback. I mean, he's a very good quarterback though. Don't get me wrong, right?
Right.
Do you think
we have to stop? We have to stop putting him on like Peyton Manning level, like Drew Brees level. Yeah, he overrated for me.
Right. I mean, yeah. Hold on. Let me do this. What is the definition of elite?
Damn.
Here's the definition of elite. A select group that is superior in terms of ability or qualities to the rest of a group or society.
I mean, can you really be elite in a team sport?
No, you can't.
Exactly. So how can you a single person being singled out from everybody else if it's a team fucking effort?
Exactly.
I mean, you can do elite things, but like make a hell of a play, I guess what theirs is called elite.
I mean, if you ask this question, like most people will choose an elite quarterback over a good team as a whole.
If you put an elite quarterback on a trash ass team, will that quarterback still be elite?
You know, people like quarterback. It's a league. It's a quarterback league. I mean, I don't give a fuck about them motherfuckers, but I just want a team.
I was just saying,
I want a team.
If Tom Brady's ass would be on the Jaguars, shit, it's a hypothetical question, but we see the same type of results.
If Tom Brady went to the Jaguars, he would retire after 2 games. But so y'all just brought up something that made me that's very interesting about this. So when we talk about elite quarterbacks and the elite quarterback conversation, do we have the media to blame for putting them at a pedestal, knowing that it's a dependent position on everybody else?
Yeah.
Hell the fuck yeah, because they push it. They'll push it and fans will feed off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, see,
that four letter network been pushing that mess for years.
yes, man.
But don't watch the teams. They'll just. Well, that's a whole nother time. Okay, yeah.
Oh no, they don't watch the teams. All it is Stephen A.
So is a stud. Like, did you not see him play like shit last?
Somebody
did you not see him play like shit last week?
They'll watch a highlight and just be that motherfucker good.
Yeah, because I'm looking if I'm looking at history and it came up to me because I didn't too much think about what Ryan Clark said with Russell Wilson, but he made a point though.
Yeah,
like I said, even with Russell Wilson, I don't think them boys got out the first round since the Super Bowl they lost.
They only won one playoff game.
Haven't had an offensive line.
That was against the Lions.
Yeah, let's see. They lost. Well, no, they beat Minnesota one year.
That's 1 year.
They beat Minnesota 1 year, and they beat. Did it? Yeah, they did beat Detroit.
That's it.
Damn, Detroit.
Hold on. Didn't they beat? No. They lost to Dallas that year because Dallas ended up losing to the Rams the following week. So yeah, they only made it past. They only made it to the divisional round twice since that Super Bowl loss.
Even Richard Sherman said that they did not win the Super Bowl because of Russell Wilson.
They did.
Anybody doesn't know that.
Yeah,
come on. Yeah.
They would put me as quarterback in that team. They still would win.
Exactly. I mean, and we also look at Tom Brady. You got 20 years worth of great teams and bad division play.
Hell yeah.
Even though
look at this
heavy on the bad division play.
Look at about 19 years worth of bad division.
Look at that. See, since Tom Brady became the starter of the Patriots, right? Till he get out of there. How many times does an AFC team, other team, the Patriots made the playoff? That was only 4 times. 4 times only.
Mm-hmm. And I know one year it took a damn I think it was like a 13-3 Dolphins team to eliminate an 11-5 Patriot team.
No, because the Dolphins because they both finished with the same record.
Okay, but
they both finished with the same list, but the Dolphins are on the tiebreaker. But the Dolphins, but that goes to show you how great the Patriots team was because Matt Castle ass got a contract. That ain't funny. Why did you laugh?
Hey, Mark Henry, I don't want to go in the Hall of Fame now. You better calm your head down. But I agree with you on that though. That's why I was trying to say I agree with you.
But they'll also say, even though his division being shit like a fucking D3 college division, they'll still say that he got like six fucking rings with the damn team.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But at the end of the day, like when you pretty much gonna finish first or second in your damn division, because you could pretty much put a permanent mark on your schedule 6-0 in your damn division.
Or shit, have 2 bye weeks in the season.
Basically,
I always get the fucking first round bye.
That hell, really and truly, hell, you might well say 6 bye weeks some years.
Shit, hey, look. Let
me explain something, y'all. Because we talk about quarterbacks, but let's just talk about the QBs that this man played against. Because let's be honest. Some of those teams in that division, like the Dolphins and the Jets, had like decent defenses.
Can I name them?
No, I got it. Because you had, like I said, some of the Dolphins teams and the Jets teams had decent defenses. But when you had in Miami a Jay Fiedler, a AJ Feely, a Chad Pennington in Miami and in New York.
Don't forget the Wildcat.
Damn, what the boy name is? Mark Sanchez. Damn, EJ Manuel in Buffalo. Nathan Peterman. I mean, come on, son.
Oh, we can go before
JP fucking Lostman.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Which one you want? You want Fitzpatrick? Fitztrack? You want Fitzpatrick, Fitztragic, Fitz6? Which one you want?
Oh, it's both of them. Both of them. It's all the same.
I mean,
like, come on, son. Even Ryan Tannehill in damn Miami. Yeah, he sucked. Chan. They did have Chan Heaton down there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Now you want to talk about Pittsburgh quarterback play? My God. You even had Brett Favre in a Jets uniform past his damn prime. That shit ain't funny.
That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. But I don't give a damn what your ass say. That shit is hilarious. Brett Favre in a Jets uniform was a funny sight to see. Cause
again, the Dolphins will start in Jay Fiedler.
Shit, you.
There was a time they didn't even have a quarterback. Remember the Wildcat times?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Ronnie Brown was the quarterback for like a whole year and shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
God.
I like, yeah. Don't forget. What was his name? Ray Lucas for a little while. This was early in the Brady thing too.
My man said Ray
Lucas. Snap! Oh snap! Don't forget, Mitch. Don't forget, get your roll on.
Oh yeah, Dante Culpepper.
You can't forget about get your roll on in Miami.
And don't forget, Nick Saban was the head coach for the Dolphins at that time. And which
y'all have a good night. Y'all be easy. I'm getting off.
Your ass ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, Trent Edwards, Vinny Testaverde. Hey, that's just the Dolphins, bro. We ain't even talking about Christian Hackenberg and who else was the Giants quarterback that was absolute garbage that year? There's a whole bunch of them, but yeah, that's what we saying is a quarterback is only as good as the guys around them.
Ask Terry Bradshaw.
Boom.
Terry Bradshaw.
What? Did Brian Greasy play for the Dolphins 1 year?
Yep, he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
So and like I said, what you call Jay hopped off? Well, we definitely appreciate Jay hopping on with us. But when we have these kind of conversations, these are the people that disagree with a lot of the stuff that we say. These are the reasons why we be trying to have shows like this. They talk, but you talk greasy in comment section, but when the door is
open, greasy on Twitter, talk greasy on the comment section, but you never want to come on.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, Noah just brought out Matt Moore ass. Oh God.
No, bro. Nah, we can't be doing that. That name is illegal.
Illegal, he said.
Illegal.
Yeah.
Not Matt Moore. Oh my God.
Poor Matt Moore got his helmet blasted off against the Steelers in that.
Yeah,
that
I remember that.
Hold on, Joe Schmo here said Tom Brady retired because Tampa's about to get gutted. A lot of expiring contracts and guys looking to get paid elsewhere.
I mean, we know that.
We do know that.
I mean, we know that. I mean, the only reason that he went to Tampa in the first place, that's because Tampa Bay was the best team without a quarterback. So he chose like the best fit for him. He chose what's best for him.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, we looking at other quarterbacks as well. I mean, like you said, Russell Wilson is a perfectly good example. Yes, he doesn't have an offensive line. But you also have to remember the NFC West was absolute garbage for a long time.
Man, the Rams just really got right, and they just all they did is just went all in and try to get them Super Bowl. The 49ers was pretty much a pack. until recently, when John Lynch got the job and built them a damn defense.
Yeah.
Arizona.
The Cardinals really just came up because they was atrocious for the better part of 20 of the 2010s. Yeah, they had a nice run with Carson Palmer and company in 2015, but that was about it. Like other than that, bro, the Cardinals weren't worth a damn. So yeah.
Charlie Batch. Man, y'all bringing up some quarterback names I ain't heard in a while, and boy, I got one. Hey, look, I'm about to say, sound like some John Kitna shit, but
I struck out because you said that.
All right, okay, we got Moonwalking Mike. Are you ready, man?
I'm
what it do, man? What it do? What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Never thought I'd see the day that Mad Mike Sports get ratioed, man.
What?
I get ratioed all the time. What?
I mean, right now he pretty much Agent Barnes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Hey, in the words of Twisted Torch, that was some nasty work, guys. That was nasty.
Hey, man. Hey, and that's the thing. And outside of him getting ratio, might put the stream link up so they can come and talk to him. But,
he cussed content creator. I can't even repeat what that man said.
Man probably wasn't saying about
me. I didn't cuss him out.
Yeah, you cussed him out, Mike. Come on now. You cussed that man out.
Oh, I did. I'm not gonna disagree yet. That's all I remember.
Most likely, you probably did. Yeah, you probably subtle in your way. It probably was subtly cussing his ass out. But yeah.
Nah, that was as straightforward as you can get, bro. That's as straightforward as you can get, man.
I said, F you. I don't need you. I never did to begin with. I mean, it's just the truth.
But
I mean, what's bad about that?
Exactly.
Anyway, but I was saying though, the elite QB conversation, like I said, it is overrated because, like, quite frankly, like I said, we don't give credit to other guys on this team. Like when people talk about the greatest show on turf, like recently, folks have been talking about what Kurt Warner did. Kurt Warner is, Kurt Warner's story.
Kurt Warner did shit.
Like you ain't like your running back wasn't Marshall Faulk. Your left tackle wasn't Orlando Pace. Your wide receivers wasn't Ricky Pro, Isaiah Hakeem, Torrey Holt, and Isaac Bruce. Your defense didn't have none of little Mike Jones, Grant Listrom,
Aeneas
Williams, Adam Archuleta, Todd Light. I mean, the list goes on. London Fletcher. Come on now.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
You can even go back to a lot of the guys that did it back in the past as well. I mean, like I said, are we hyping up the quarterback to belittle the rest of the players? Because what a lot of people out here, especially a lot of these new football fans now, let's just be honest. Every year is somebody that's new that's going to be added to the elite list to these guys. Yeah. And the only way that they're going to be added to the elite list is, one, if they can run the football. B, they can throw the ball 80 to 95 yards down the field.
And I hit the broadside of a damn bar.
Oh, so I take it y'all ain't heard what Ryan Clark said today on ESPN. That man said if Joe Burrow win, he's already going to be an elite quarterback, and he's skipping Lamar Jackson on the quarterback list.
Yeah, I agree.
Joe Burrow after 2 years?
Right, that's what Ryan Clark
2 years.
I mean, let's relax on Burrow. I like the kid. I think he's phenomenal. He's playing phenomenal ball. But let's be honest. What people don't understand is when it comes to the playoffs, especially like the playoffs, definitely the playoffs, you got to understand that you not only got to win, like you got to have the skill and a lot of luck. Like you really, like shit got to really be on your side. You got to understand, like people talk about what Burrow did, which don't get me wrong, the man has. I don't think he really had a bad game throughout the postseason. But you're taking away the fact that you're like the. Well, look at Cincinnati defense. They literally got 5 turnovers between the divisional and championship games. That's what we're talking about. They got 3 picks off Tannehill, and got 2 picks off Patrick Mahomes. So you're going to give Burrow all that credit, but you're not going to talk about their defense. Come on, bro. We talking about, bro. Do you understand how hard it is to hold in the Kansas City Chiefs team to just 24 points? Them boys put up 21 in a half, and they only scored 3 in the second half. It's hard to do that against Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard it is to throw a pick in the first play of the game, the first play of the second half, and to end the game too.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we have to give respect where respect is due to all phases of the game here.
But people like Skip Bayless ain't gonna do that. They just gonna praise Tom Brady. Whenever they lose, it's on everybody else. But whenever they win, boys.
Then Skip Bayless be jawboning Tom Brady's nuts on a daily basis, bro. Let's be honest.
Man, just Skip. Is anybody with a damn outlet?
Calling that man full government name out, like, come on.
I'm like, bro, you don't get your DJ Flag wanna be looking ass up out of here.
Let me tell you something, man. Like at this point, listen. You want to know? Y'all want to know the most exciting person that Brady retired? Giselle. She finally get to swallow his baby better at night.
Yeah. So she get
she get unlimited amount of nut in her mouth that night. Cause like every Sunday he came on, she looking like, "Ooh, you got some nut for me?" I ain't got none, baby. ESPN took it off.
And everybody mad at me. Do you hear this fool?
Hey man, hey, she.
What you mean? Who you talking about?
I guess they said Mike is a bad influence on all around here. I'm like, nah, bro, we all bad influences over here.
I ain't worth a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all that now.
Exactly. Hey man, shit. Like I said, Skip Bayless be having golden knee pads for Tom Brady. It's like, bro, get your ass up out of here. Said.
But Skip Bayless be like, rain down on me.
And look, and all of a sudden R. Kelly pulls up to the side like, rain.
Come on.
Only got the bridge part. Your love is falling.
All right, man. Hey, J Mac, what's going on? LT, we ain't shit, bro. I just let you know.
We really ain't.
Hey, J Mac, what's going on, man?
What happened to us on Jesus Christ, LT? What did I do?
Yeah, J Mac.
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Not much, man.
How you doing?
Hey, man. Hey, I want to first preface this, man. Diehard Falcons fan. And though I don't always agree with what you guys say, is I would give y'all want what's best for this team. And let me just preface that. Now, just quickly touch on the topic at hand as far as elite quarterbacks. I mean, like I said, it's like going with the wind, man. Whatever's hot at the time. That's what I see was going on. Yes. When we talk about mobile quarterbacks nowadays, I mean, you just look at the this playoff bracket, with the exception of Tom Brady and I would say possibly Jimmy Garoppolo. Every quarterback that was on there that was in the playoffs were some type of mobile. Now, when I say mobile, these are guys that can extend a play when their line breaks down and they create something out of nothing. So I say all that to say, and I'm not no Ryan groupie, and I definitely ain't a Ryan hater, man. I love what Matt Ryan has done for our city, and I will never take anything away from that. But I'm just saying, man, going on 15 years, man, and the only thing that we got to show for is one, NFC championship and the MVP, both in the same year, might I add. And I guess you want to tag in, we did see an NFC championship years ago against San Fran that we got screwed in. But again, man, what other franchise has done that for so long? And I'm just saying, man, and like, I don't know this year. No, I don't think we should get a quarterback. No, but at least not in the first round, unless we just decide to trade. I'm all about getting draft stock. Now, if you want to trade with I'm just making an example, Steelers for their spot and their next year's first year pick, I'm down for it. If we can build this defense up and give Ryan a couple of weapons. I personally think we should get some veterans for the receivers, man. Some guys that's been around, some journeymen. I don't want to see no young guys in there that Matt Ryan got to kind of coach up, man. And I'm just saying, man, it's time to look forward, man. And when I say mobile, last point, and I love the show, fellas. Last point. Let's separate what a mobile quarterback from a running quarterback. Let's get it clear. A mobile quarterback is a guy who can move on his feet if the line breaks down. I'm not talking about a guy who runs first and has, and can barely throw. That's all I got to say about it, man. I love the show, fellas, man. Just keep the heat, man. I love it, man.
Hey, I'm about to say, I want to congratulate you, J Mac, on something right quick.
Mm-hmm.
You still there?
I already know.
I want to congratulate
I'm here.
you on something. You know what I want to congratulate you on?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I want to congratulate you on for specifically talking the difference of what a mobile quarterback and what because that's the one issue that nobody talks about is you gotta have you have to differentiate an improviser from a running quarterback. Everybody just loop them all into one. Now, Matt Stafford's ass is not a mobile quarterback. I mean, he's not really an improviser like that. But I'm gonna say it like this as well, and this kind of goes with what we're talking about as far as you got to have a lot of stuff going with you as well. And I'm gonna use Matt Ryan as an example. Like I said, I know this year this is the most I've seen him moving out the pocket this year since that MVP season.
That man, DeMario Davis.
This is the most he's moved out the pocket. But the issue is as well is it's kind of hard to be mobile if you're getting hit less than 2 seconds.
Right, absolutely. But I say all that to say is like let's be real, man. I love football, man. Like it's rare that you're going to get an O-line straight out the draft, and he's going to be hitting the ground running year one. It usually takes about 2 to 3 years for that guy to be a solid. We're getting Jalen Mayfield. Yeah, he had hit or misses, but give him about 2 or 3 years. Then we judge him. You saying? I mean, that's why I'm saying, yeah, we can draft the old lineman, but are we really want to keep Matt Ryan for the next 2 to 3 years? And I got to add this. I'm willing to bank that Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith is not going to bet their careers and their livelihoods on Matt Ryan. They're going to rather get their guy that they draft in. Because if we're being real, these guys got about a good 3 to 4 years before they're on the hot seat. And I don't know if they're going to ride with
how much you
Wait, LT. Wait.
Let him finish, LT. Go ahead, J-Mac.
That was it. But I know where you guys are about to go with this. Like, who's out there? How can we get rid of the salary cap? You're absolutely right. I get it. I mean, you may want to draft old linemen to set up for the up and coming future. But I will tell you this. I have faith right now. Is year 2 and Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot, knowing that these guys, you see the writings on the wall where they're getting rid of all of the stank from the old regime, getting new things in. I have faith in that regard. However, I don't think they're gonna ride, on Matt Ryan. I think they know that he's competent enough to keep the things afloat and everything else. But this is year number 2. Last year, when we had the opportunity to have a quarterback. This is year number 2 where we have a potential. We're in a unique position to where if we draft at least a coachable, a decent guy to sit under Matt Ryan for a year or 2, instead of drafting a quarterback and starting him on a rookie year, we are in a very unique position right now. And I get it's a weak draft class. I mean, if I'm gonna go there, there's only 2 guys that I like, man. Malik Willis and Carson Strong. Those are only 2 guys that I would want to get, but those guys are gonna go on in the first round. And let me just stop. While I'm ahead, I'm not. That's just wishful thinking. That's all I'm saying, fellas, man. But again, I love the show, man. I just, I love my Falcons, man. The ups and downs, the smiles, the frowns, man. It just, boy, we gotta do something, man.
Hey, got a question. Hold
on. I just want to say this real quick. It's not. They're not gonna be in depth. You said one thing. No coach ever banks on one player. That's not being a coach.
Right.
All right. So to say that he's banking on Matt Ryan, he's not banking on Matt Ryan. He's banking on his ability to actually build a team.
Right. Well, okay. Now, that's fair. But let me just say this. A lot of these players are from the old regime. Okay. Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot knew exactly what they were walking into when they got into this. I'm saying that they knew that Matt Ryan, they're knowing Matt Ryan. This is speculation. I know, I get it, man. But I totally believe that these guys are not going to, they're willing to put their career on the line on an aging quarterback that, let's just be honest, man, that's what the trend is. That's why, I said the whole.
Well, 1 second.
Right.
Did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers bet their whole franchise on? Because they got rid of a younger guy who still had potential in Jameis Winston. They got rid of him for an old guy. So is that really true?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. The reason why that whole Tom Brady argument, really doesn't sit well with me is because Tom Brady knew what the heck he was doing, man. When he went to the Tampa Bay, already had a stout defense for the past, 4 to 5 years that kind of went under the radar. For though we know, because we in that division, we understand what that defense was looking like, and that O line wasn't all that half bad.
And so, I said that
Tom Brady is going to pick a team. I would even go as far as saying.
We're not even let that slide. Where our defense at?
Well, look. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna say this, man. Right now, I feel selfish. I think, man, Mike, I was watching your show, man, a couple of weeks back, and you had said something, man, that kind of resonated. It was like, man, I don't think this fan base appreciate Matt Ryan. Man, I couldn't agree with you 100%, man. Like, that's the real deal. However, it is time to change it, man. I think we're being selfish and trying to keep Matt Ryan. Hell, man, if that man goes to a team, I'm just hypothetical. I know you're gonna rip me for this, but see, I see Matt Ryan over there in the Colts. He can turn that team around ASAP. They got a way better O-line. They got a few weapons, and the defense is, subpar. I would argue better than ours, But I guarantee that Matt Ryan goes to a team like that where he can win and has some protection, that man's going to shine. That's all. That's my whole point. What I was just saying about the whole Tom Brady and comparing it. But I'm just telling you, man, we are literally, if we want to keep Matt Ryan, we're literally 3 to 4 drafts away. Are we willing to put all that time in and waste that? I'm going to say waste. Are we willing to invest that time in Matt Ryan?
3 to 4
That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, LT. Go ahead. What you about to say?
3 or 4 drafts away from what?
Man, from being a complete contender of sniffing the NFC Championship at least. That's all I'm saying. With Matt Ryan, with our current quarterback.
So Cincinnati, who looked at abysmal last year, then they was 3 or 4 drafts away from being Super Bowl contenders. Because it was completely abysmal last year.
Literally 4-12 last year. It was literally 4.
Okay,
and it was not. Right, was not winning before Burrow got hurt.
Everybody's not going to be Cincinnati. That's the.
I mean, that's not true. We were Cincinnati. Stop. The Falcons was Cincinnati in 2015.
Exactly. Because we started off 5-0. We went 8-8, and then we went to the Super Bowl the next year.
We started 5-0. We should make the playoff. 5-0. We should make the playoff. We blew it. What you mean who is Cincinnati? Who is not Cincinnati? We didn't have the number one overall pick.
2016.
Are
we
we
were
talking
2000.
about? Are we talking about Cincinnati in the aspect of like record, or are we talking about it in terms of like personnel and scheme? Because when we're talking about it,
hold on, let me clarify.
Okay.
Because obviously that went over here, people here. The Falcons were Cincinnati. Cincinnati is in the Super Bowl after a pretty bad year. The Falcons did not have a great year in 2015. Shanahan was literally on they finished the year what 3 and the end of the year after starting 5-0. What is that?
They finished 8-8. They finished 3-8. 3-8.
So they lost. They literally lost. There was 3-8. It was 3-8. All right. That's not a very good record. The Falcons were not very good. Wait, let me clarify. What I'm saying, the Falcons were Cincinnati because we were not. If you go back and look at a lot of interviews they had the Falcons actually going 5-12. How do I know that? I made a video on the guy who was at the time working for ESPN, and that's Mark Evans. Mark Evans had the Falcons going 5-12. So we were essentially not a very good team, but we started off 5-0, and then we came back down to earth because everybody wanted to run Kyle Shanahan out of the league, including myself. And then the following year, we became a much better team. So why am I saying that? If you look at Cincinnati was not very good. They didn't know if Joe Burrow was even going to be the same quarterback. He tore his ACL. They didn't know if he was going to be the same quarterback. So, and look at them now. They're in the Super Bowl. No, they have not won it. They didn't win it yet, but they're there.
How do you know Cincinnati? How do you know Cincinnati gonna actually be the same team even the following year?
What I'm saying is that before the season started, if you say that the Bengals will be in the Super Bowl, I will tell you crazy.
Yeah, I would tell you crazy.
Mm-hmm. But like before 2016, if someone actually said the Falcons will be in the Super Bowl, would you actually tell that person crazy as much as you would tell that the person that said the Bengals will be in the Super Bowl crazy?
I mean, listen, let me tell you something. Going into 2015, we finished the season. We finished 2014 6-10. We was pretty much like almost dead last in running.
Hold on.
Listen, we were almost dead last in running. We was like middle of the pack in offense. I mean, like probably like top 10 in passing. So it made us a middle of the pack offense. Defensively, we finished dead last. So like I didn't see us going to no Super Bowl in 2015. I just wanted us to just look competent enough going into that season. We started off 5-0. Well, shit, we might look like we doing something, and then we fell off a damn cliff. Come on.
So listen, in 2013 and 2014, we finished with bad record. But remember, we had the playmakers on both sides of the on offense, but I don't know about the defense. Defense was middle of the pack on paper. That was on paper.
They weren't even middle of the pack. They weren't even.
They were bottom of the league. They was bottom of the league.
Even on paper. Name a defensive player on them teams.
We have William Moore, and Desmond Trufant.
Okay, that's two.
Ooh. I mean, what the half? It was like
3.
Like it was average at best, right? But that defense you're talking about
is better than we had Croy Bierman, Paul Ward, Gerardo Bartu, Prince Timbo, freaking Osi Newman. You're way past his damn. He wasn't even a factor in the damn Super Bowl they won in 2011.
Paul Soliai came in 14.
Tyson Campbell, Brooks Reed.
Okay. LT, listen. Would you take that? Do you think 2014 defense was better than this defense this year? Who do you think is better? Who do you think is better?
Talking about between Cincinnati and Atlanta?
No. I'm talking about 2014 defense that we had in Atlanta in 2014, right? And 2021 Atlanta defense. Which one do you think is better?
The 2021 defense. What's funny?
That's the same thing, man. That's the same thing, man. Come on, man. You cannot say 2021 defense is better than 2014, man.
We talking about a
touchdown over 40 yards. Right?
What about the offense, though? What about the offense, though? They talk to me about the offense, though. Do you think 2014?
We know the offense back then was better than the ones this year. I mean, well, really and truly, the only reason why because it was a whole new playbook game. I had to learn something new, and there really wasn't really two veterans on this team besides Matt on offense and Cordero.
So, okay, which one do you think was better, 2014 offense or 2021 offense?
What you laughing for? We all know
2014 offense was way better than this offense we had this year, bro. Come on, man.
And we still had a losing record because of that better offense and that atrocious ass defense.
Listen, so 2014, we should. Hey, listen, KStylzz. Hey, what you laughing for? 2014, we had a chance to win the division, even with a 7-9 record.
The division was abysmal. What the fuck,
bro? The Panthers won a division with a 6 and 7.
No, that was 7-9.
If you beat them, we win the division. Remember?
6 and 10.
Remember? If we beat them, we should have won that division.
Well, we didn't. Why are you bringing up old shit?
But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, if the offense was that better, how the hell they only ended up scoring less than 10 points that game? Less than 20 points that game.
Come on, KStylzz.
Come on, man. Like,
no. I'm just asking you this question only because, like as we know, the 14 offense. If you look at the way the 14 offense is constructed, it was better. It was a better passing offense. But if you look at the balance of the whole offense really wasn't that great. Outside of just
running game was abysmal.
It was trash.
Farmer friend.
I would choose that 2014 offense any day of the week than this offense we had last year. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's your opinion.
I ain't the dirt cutting out. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
but 2014 we had a chance to win the division. That's all I'm saying.
Be real.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Dirk Cutter isn't a bad offensive coordinator. That's my honest take.
I'm getting off.
Hey, y'all, let him explain it. Go ahead, Alex. Keep going.
I'm gonna explain my take. Now part of it was due to talent, but at the same time, you have to have some type of sense to understand what personnel can do and what advantages you can have. Dirk Cutter last year ran and I've been saying this for like the past few shows I've been on here, ran a lot of deep outs, more than anyone in the entire league, which is revolutionary as far as I'm concerned, because a lot of teams are now doing that now with these two high safety shells and yada yada yada, or at least they're trying to get like stuff deep by like baiting teams into single high coverages with heavy personnel, which by the way, Dirk Cutter did that before Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid started doing it, before Josh Allen and what's his name, Brian Dable started doing it. Dirk Cutter was already doing this and torching the Bucks and torching the Saints and torturing a lot of teams that ran single high coverages with that. And now now we have like a trend going. Like when teams are starting to like look through their film and see what worked and what didn't, when you start looking at the Falcons with the personnel that they had, Dirk Cutter used it right. Like I know that we had like a bad running game, but like having a top 10 offense even last year is still impressive considering that we lost maybe 2 pieces and now we're like near middle right now. So
Alex,
I give props.
Let me say this real quick. How difficult is it to understand that you got Matt Ryan, you got Julio Jones, maybe we want to throw the ball?
Well, it's not that simple because Matt Ryan is perfect all the time.
No. Look, if you know that Julio Jones is the best player on your team, and you know Matt Ryan is the best quarterback on your team, those are the 2 best players. How intelligent do you have to be to figure that out?
Here's the thing: like other defenses aren't stupid either. Like
just answer the question. How
you
smart do
don't
you
have
have
to
to be?
be that intelligent, but at the same time, other teams are thinking along with you. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to throw the ball," and then
Yeah,
expect
I
other
agree.
teams to allow that to happen.
And
Like Patrick
you
Mahomes
ran
learned that
to
the hard way
exactly what
this
I
this
wanted you.
playoffs.
And this is exactly where I'm going. So if teams understand that you're going to throw the ball, maybe you would want to run the ball
And
instead of throwing the ball 50 times a game. You see where I'm
I'm
going
not
with
saying
that?
that
Dirk
he's the
Cutter was
best.
revolutionary in not running the damn ball. I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm not saying that Dirk Cutter deserves to be a head coach. I'm saying that he's a good offensive coordinator in my eyes. I see whenever plays that he runs, some aren't effective, including his runs that he calls may not be the most effective. He called a lot of pulls coming from Brian Burns' side, which was stupid. He called a few plays that just didn't work out in the run game. Some did work, but some didn't. But I think that he has a strength in knowing like how to bait people into the passing game, and I think that skill starts to get like undervalued. Like I get it, like a lot of offensive coordinators'
You're not
jobs.
wrong. No, you're
Because
not
like
wrong.
the
But
way he was, the way like I it's not taking away from any other person on the Falcons' talent because Matt Ryan is amazing, Calvin Ridley is amazing, Julio Jones with the situation is still amazing. But at the same time, we've seen with those guys how we can like lose on third and fourth down and just get incompletion after incompletion, and then all of a sudden our defense is on the field repetitively. We saw it in the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan. It takes some certain skill to at least have a top 10 passing game.
Let me ask you this. All right, this is a question I have for you. What is your idea of a successful offensive coordinator, play caller?
Well, what I think of a successful offensive coordinator is I think that you need to evaluate personnel, and I also think that you need to evaluate position groupings in order to create a scheme or create plays, like calling plays to the team's strength. And I think that for the most part, Dirk Cutter did that, at least in the passing game. In the running game, I don't think he understands exactly what's going on, which is why Arthur Smith was hired. And he was hired to create that balance. But let's not get things confused. Like Dirk Cutter calls some good plays. Like he can. I mean, the worst offensive he's not the worst offensive coordinator if you were to get hired by a team right now. Like he's not the worst offensive coordinator, and he's probably about borderline average, maybe in the above average category. But he's not like just terrible because he didn't know how to run the ball. Like, I mean, it wasn't like we were always facing light boxes either because we were passing out of those sets because they kind of were still respected the fact that we had to run. Not that we ran the ball, but they respected the fact that we had to run because whenever we would come in heavy personnel, which is when we took those deep shots, they played cover 3, expecting us to run the ball. So I'm just saying, like he's not stupid, but he also didn't maximize the team to like its fullest efficiency. Like people take the success that Dirk Cutter had last year for granted.
He's good as a passing at what he want to do. That's pretty much it. But people adjust to that. So like your opinion as far as Dirk Cutter, no, he's not terrible. We never said that he was terrible. At least I don't think he's terrible. My thing was Dirk Cutter is when we talk about play callers learn to adjust. If you're not adjusting, then you suck because you're trying to force your i.e. Kyle Shanahan. Why aren't you understanding or learning maybe you need to run the damn ball at a certain time? Why are you still passing the ball? Why are you still passing the ball at certain points instead of running the damn ball? That's what offensive coordinator is supposed to do, create balance. So if guys are stopping the run and they know for sure that you're going to pass the ball every single time, Why aren't you handing the ball to Edo Smith? Why aren't you handing the ball to Quadri Olison? Why aren't you handing the ball to Todd Gurley? He wasn't doing that. Those guys were barely getting 20, 15 carries a game. There were games, during his time here in the last the last 2 years where he wasn't running the ball 15 times. And he started the year off saying, I'm studying Kyle Shanahan playbook. We're going to run those same concepts. And then we saw the same draws every fucking week. Pass the ball, throw that, hand the ball, the draw to Edo Smith. We saw that every single game. He never changed anything in run game. So, no, he's not a bad offensive coordinator. I absolutely agree with you there, but that's not what offensive coordinators are paid to do. Offensive coordinators are paid to actually give everybody opportunity, maximize everybody's ability. He did not do that for the running game. He did not do that for the offensive line. The offensive line continued to struggle under Dirk Cutter, not only here with the Atlanta Falcons, but that was the main reason why he got fired in Tampa, because there was no balance.
I'm not even gonna lie. The only good games I really seen Dirk Cutter call that season was the Cowboys game, the Bears game, all the way up until the last drive of the fourth quarter, and the first half
the Cowboys
of the
game
first
was real
game,
good.
or in the first half of the first matchup against the Bucks. That's it.
The Raiders too. The Raiders game, I thought that was a pretty good game he called.
That
He ended up beating them
defense took
like
over.
what,
That
30,
defense took over
43 to
versus
something.
Raiders. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. That was still a good, like I said, it was a good game. But like I said, offensive coordinators, their job is to adjust, not actually call plays, to adjust to what the defense is doing.
That is true.
And that's why he gets the nickname Farmer Friend.
And Mike and KStylzz, y'all might disagree with me, but I'm gonna be honest. I think he bad. I view Dirk Cutter on the same level as Greg Roman. I think they're terrible. That's just my opinion.
I gotta disagree. I'll agree to disagree. But I get it. Like when it comes to being an offensive coordinator in this league or a video coordinator in this league, adjusting is a part of the game. And some people just stick with it and find ways to make it work. Like seen in the 49ers and Green Bay Packers game. Because they started running the ball, didn't go anywhere. They started passing the ball, and then they started running the ball again, which is how they won the game, along with special teams. But like I'm not gonna lie. A few offensive coordinators in this league that some even regarded as really good ones have had issues with adjusting as well. Those being Andy Reid, Cliff Kingsbury, sometimes Kyle Shanahan. I won't say Arthur Smith.
Always Kyle Shanahan.
There are probably a few other names out there, but they use the off season to kind of like rework. And I will say, towards the end of the season when Dirk Cutter was fired, I still don't think anyone kind of figured out much of like everything that was going on in the passing game. Like, I think if he got rehired and we didn't get Arthur Smith, I think they would have figured it out. But I don't think that like he ended the season off on a bad note. And I think that if he, like, I know he retired, but if he came back, I still think he can probably draw up some plays to even beat cover two, because like in the league, you don't even have to even adjust. You can just see another person.
His whole play call, if you look at his source, his plays are designed to strictly beat zone, not actually beat man. He calls a lot of curls. He calls a lot of dig routes and out routes. That's why Kevin Ridley was so successful in his offense, because all he did was run deep outs. That's literally what Kevin Ridley, all he ran under Dirk Cutter, with deep outs and flat routes. Occasionally you will see him with a post route, but Dirk Cutter's, especially with Julio Jones. Julio Jones, all he did was run dig routes in Dirk Cutter. Julio cannot stand playing in Dirk Cutter's offense. He was happy to go back to it because Julio Jones did not want to play for another coach because he already knew what that was. But Dirk Cutter's offense is specifically designed to beat cover 2 and beat zone. That's why Matt Ryan was so good in it. Matt Ryan can beat anybody's zone.
Yeah, that end of the season did not look good. Ricardo Allen was getting burnt like hell.
Let me add this. Derek Carter only had one good season as a coordinator.
And that was 2012.
Yeah, 2012, exactly.
His first year.
So therefore, Derek Carter is not a good coordinator.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying he's a terrible, but he's
no, he's not terrible.
I'm not saying that he's supposed to be glorified beyond like top 10 or top not top 10 coordinators, but like I think he did some stuff that honestly I think that Arthur Smith should still implement, which is honestly when I initially saw Calvin Ridley get sick or say that he wanted to take a mental health break, at the moment that I saw it, I didn't blame him. But I mean, I have. Well, honestly, I have nothing to talk about with the Calvin Ridley situation. But I still like this is no shot at any other offensive coordinator, but I do know that when it comes to like understanding football, that it's a game of adjustments, and I do think that every offensive coordinator tries their best to make adjustments, but a lot of them also happen slow because it takes time to make those adjustments as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cause I got something here that I want to read off to you. Okay. So, yeah, Dirk Cutter has seen the playoffs twice in his NFL career. That was his first year in Jacksonville and his first year in Atlanta. Okay. As we know, most of his offensive, as far as yard production, especially with the Falcons, have been top 10, set by quite a bit when he was here in Atlanta. Let me see. He did a 1. Wait a minute. Yards. Okay, here we go. 1. Actually, about 4 times here in Atlanta. But if you look at his whole career as far as rushing yards and rushing attempts, he's only had 2. He only had 4 years. And let me see, 1 and 14 years where his rushing offense wasn't outside the bottom of the league.
Oh my god!
You know why? Do you know why in 2012 that Dirk Cutter had like a good season as an offensive coordinator? It wasn't because of the play calling. It was because of the players that we had. It wasn't of him. It wasn't because of him. We know that.
Yeah, because even in that 2012 season, our running attack was damn near bottom of the league that year too.
Mike Turner was hurt for most of the year with a ankle and knee issues.
So yes,
That's
as far
wild,
as
KStylzz.
You said what?
I said that's wild, KStylzz. 4 out of 14, bro. That's wild.
Yeah.
So what was so those 4 right there? What are the rankings?
Okay, so we're looking at Russian offense. His first year in Jacksonville, they were second in the league in attempts, yards. We just talking about the running game here.
You said
we're gonna
do
because I think they still have that was Maurice Jones-Drew. I think that's when he broke out that year. Okay. They were 7th in the league in yards off in the pass and offense. No, hold on. Let me do this right. Okay, they were 2nd in the league in rushing attempts and rushing yards.
Right.
They was 17th in passing yards. No, passing attempts. And no, they were 17th in passing yards.
Right.
Okay. That's one of them. His first year with the Falcons, they was the fifth ranked offense in the league. They was 8th in yards.
Rushing yards?
No, they were 8th in passing yards, 29th in the league in rushing yards.
Oh my gosh.
So literally,
That's definitely a pattern with him.
Yeah, there's a pattern because if you look at it, here's how his thing go with rushing yards. We're gonna start with 2007 in Jacksonville. We're talking about rushing yards in itself. 2007 they were second. 2008 they were 18th. 2009 they was 10th. 2010 they was third. Jacksonville, 2011 they was 23rd. So when he came down to Atlanta, the best rushing season they had was 2012. Everything else is 15. It goes like this: 13, 21, 17, 15, 29, 25th, 23rd, 24th, 22nd.
And this man used to be head coach, right?
Oh, his head coaching record ain't that good neither.
Yeah, but let me say this though: the only reason he became head coach was because of like the Bucks. They was looking for some. You remember, Lovie Smith just got fired, and they was looking for someone to become the next head coach. They could not find it. They could not find nobody, so he got promoted.
Right.
We got a new person.
I just
want to say this real quick, y'all.
Go ahead.
Under Dirk Carter, we finished the game with 10 carries.
Yeah, exactly.
60 minutes, 10 carries. We want to talk about balance.
Ain't no damn balance. Ain't really no balance. At the end of the day, you already knew. And like you said, in order for you to throw those deep outs, you got to have a comparable offensive line to hold up.
If I remember correctly, Matt Ryan might have been the leading rusher that game.
I think he was.
Ooh.
I think he was.
What game you talking about?
I don't remember which game it was. I just know I was pissed that Todd Gurley got like 4 carries.
You know what? I think Matt Ryan was leading. I think Matt Ryan had like 23 rushing yards or some shit like that. If I remember correctly. But
you right, yeah.
That ain't worse than Mike Davis having negative rushing yards though.
Like I said, it's just we just need this team to get back on track and get back to what it's really done. Because even when we talking about the Cincinnati Bengals and how they went from 4-12 to the Super Bowl, we have to remember you still had Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
You still had Tyler Boyd. You still had T. Huggins. You still had C.J. Uzomah. So you already got the offensive pieces. You just added Jamar Chase. They got the running game.
Yeah.
Their defense really wasn't that great as far as statistically this year.
But they make the play when needed.
Exactly. So
I hope y'all like my
game
picture too. My picture is a reference to one of them elite
quarterbacks.
That's why I said you are tripping with that picture.
But that picture is kind of creepy when you think about it, boy.
Who am I to judge? Look at my picture.
Hey, I'm just glad it wasn't the picture you had last time you came up here, boy. That shit looked creepy when I look back at the video.
But okay, Star.
What's up?
You had like a color calling in here like a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he said that this regime, like Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith, they and like this year, maybe this year or next year, they have to find the guys, right?
Right.
I like I'm talking about like QB.
Right.
So do you agree with what he said? Like, what's your take on that?
Well,
They have to find their guy.
I mean, they have to find that guy, but the only issue you got to ask is, are they going to be around long enough to be able to bring that, to be able to be with that guy? Because, like I said, even though the Falcons really don't have a history of firing coaches after year 1 or year 2, see, these guys have to see really, Devontae, really.
Yeah, he might.
I knew he was gonna do it, but yeah, I mean, like I said, if you essentially gonna look for you're gonna have, like I said, here. This is how I look at it. This is how I look at it. If you want to find your quarterback later in the rounds, that's fine. But your first and your second round picks have to be guys that you can play right away.
Yeah.
If you can't, if this is a prerequisite on how a lot of teams build, how a lot of franchises build their teams. Your first and second round picks. If your team is not that good, as we know, the Falcons have a whole lot of holes that they got to fill up.
Yeah.
Your first and second round picks have to hit. They have to play right away because you got to know what they have.
Yeah.
See, what happens is people look at what Kansas City did and when them getting Patrick Mahomes, and they looking like, oh, we just need to get a quarterback and that'll be it.
Hell no.
Not ignoring the fact that the year they got Patrick Mahomes, the year before that, they was a 12-4 team.
Yeah, they are already a good team. Yeah. I think it was like the second seed.
Yeah. And even when they drafted Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith still had a good year. So it wasn't like so if you're going to address the quarterback thing, you can do it third, fourth round, have a guy that you can bring up, a project guy that you can bring up.
You know one thing though, I feel like if we take like a quarterback in round 1, we are playing for the future. We're not playing for right now.
And that's the thing. That's the thing.
I mean, I don't want to play for the future. I want to play right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of the traction we get over here because of it. Because we say, like, I'm not drafting a quarterback in the first round if I already have a quarterback.
What does that gonna change to the team?
What's it gonna change? Exactly. Because think about it. Think about it. If the Falcons had taken a quarterback 4th overall this year instead of Kyle Pitts, as you already know, Julio was gone.
Yeah.
Like I said, Calvin Ridley could pull the same stunt right there.
I mean, they got AFN though. They don't have to worry.
They got work. But think about that. So think about that. Kyle Pitts really was the saving grace of this offense this year.
Hell yeah.
He didn't get many touchdowns this year, but as far as if you look at the overall aspect of the offense, he was the saving grace. If there was no Kyle Pitts here.
So I know Kyle Pitts had like 1,000-yard receiving, right? Who's second? Who's the second with the most yard
on the team?
Receiving yard. Second most receiving yard on the team.
It was Russell Gage. He had like 770.
I think it was Russ. I know CP.
So who's the third one?
Cordero. He had the third most. He was at about 560 something. No. About 6 something. Yeah, it was close to 600. See, but the thing about it is, if you look at how the game was called and stuff like that, you got to think about Kyle Pitts. Like, and as much as I like Jamar Chase is doing his damn thing right now, and people already talking about we should have drafted Jamar Chase. Kyle Pitts is seeing more bracket coverage than most of these rookie wide receivers have seen all year.
I mean, Kyle Pitts is a wide receiver. Stop calling this guy a tight end.
This man is a weapon. He's not even.
He's a weapon. Yeah, exactly.
He's a weapon. He's a weapon. But that's exactly what it is because he can line up anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
He's just basically just a football player. He's what Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson is a football player, but he's a football player that got miles on him, and that's not a guy that you're going to be seeing the next 5-6 years. Kyle Pitts is.
Yeah.
So think about it like this. What happened if we would have took a quarterback? Fourth
You will
overall.
see it for like at least 2 years. We will
At
get
least two.
worse as far as offense.
Mm-hmm. Because
Russell
now
Gage will be your number one receiver. Probably will get like it will be like drafting number one overall, like number 2 overall. I don't know.
I'm telling you
I
right
can
now,
tell
if we
you,
would have drafted a quarterback, we would have been a bottom half offense, bro. I'm telling
yeah,
you, bro.
I mean,
we'll probably be headed to
hey,
number one.
but at least he can run. I mean, that's what they're gonna say. At least he can run and get out the pocket and do all this
We
stuff.
seen how that worked for Justin Fields in Chicago. That man was crying on the sideline.
We see how it working for Lamar Jackson. We see how it working for a lot of these guys that can run. Like I said, even if you can still run, you still need a wide offensive line to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
That's and like you said, you still need weapons to throw to. I mean, people complained about the Michael Vick era as far as why he didn't have any receivers. But when we talk about that, man, Ryan had receivers, but no defense. But then we talk about, okay, we need weapons to put around him and build a defense. Now it's a problem.
The problem is we've been praying for having a defense, but never get it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really what it comes down
Sometimes
to.
I expect like a pig to fly to have a defense.
I'm
I
telling you,
expect
that
pig
what
to fly
Vontae
before
talking
we had
about.
a defense, man.
Yeah, shit. You just like I said, if you just have an average, like I said, it could be a middle of the pack defense. This team is actually can be a 9-10 win team just with an average. I ain't even gonna say average defense. I think we do have an average. The problem is we have no pass rushers. We can't sack the quarterback. That's really the main issue. We're not making those impact plays
I mean,
as far as pass rushers.
we all know what we did, man. It's like it's mind blowing. Like in 2017 NFL draft,
Mm-hmm.
TJ Watt, we threw it up to
Mm-hmm.
get Pat McKinney. I mean, Pat McKinney is not even in this league no more, man. 5 years, 20
Barely.
sacks.
Barely, yeah. I mean and that's the thing. At the end of the day, really, like I said, I get what he was saying as far as bringing in somebody for the future and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm not using my top picks to do that. I got too many holes I need to fill. I need best players at other positions right now.
Mm-hmm.
Guys that can contribute right away.
Yeah.
And quarterback is not the way that you solely win championships. You're not going to win just by drafting a quarterback. If every other position sucks, just doesn't make sense.
Because then this kind of ties into the question we just had as far as the elite quarterback. The question is if a lot of these quarterbacks are elite, how come they're not winning multiple Super Bowls? How come they're not winning Super Bowls every year?
Okay, let me ask you this: Was Troy Aikman elite when he was playing? He was on a good team.
He was on a good team.
That's all we got to say.
Yeah. But that's what we're saying as far as when they talk about elite quarterback. Oh, like I said, by saying elite quarterback, you take away the whole infrastructure of the team. Because even when you throw Joe Montana in there, and we all say Joe Montana, look at the team that was constructed around him as well.
Look at who coached him.
Look who coached. Like I said, it's a lot of things that go into it. So when we say, is it overrated? Yes, it's an overrated term. But just say he was a cog in an engine that was the best team that year. So I'm finna cut this whole conversation up and put it in a separate video. I know I'm finna get a whole lot of hate flack for this damn thing because you know how they always say is, oh, you taking up for Matt Ryan again? I like.
We know how it goes. It typically goes.
It goes like that every time. But all your elite quarterbacks, you know, normally the elite quarterbacks in this league is always said before Tom Brady retired. It say Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Those are usually Those usually the three that they said. Tom Brady has literally had a squad for damn near 20 for his whole damn career. Let's just be honest.
And they took away all the credibility to give it to this guy, man.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I would say Dre 2 statement said he agree everything bro saying. Y'all missing the point. Okay.
What?
He said we're missing the point. I guess he said we missed the point on what dude was saying.
Playing for the future? Hell nah. Playing for the future is like right?
No, he was like we were not sensing that. See, the problem is you play for the future too long. That's when your ass get fired. If you play for the present too long, you're gonna get fired.
I mean, what the hell is playing for the future anyway?
Tanking. That's what I said. Tanking.
Yeah.
Ali talking about they're gonna report this stream as hate speech.
Yeah, Mike, want to get that backup Twitter account set up, good boy. Somebody gonna try to report your account on Twitter. I'm telling you, better get that backup ready, bro.
I'm gonna say it like that though. And I think ATM, I think you said this, and I think quite a few people say it. Why is it always everybody always shitting on the guys that want to be here, but they back up the guys that don't want to be here?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know why? It's because like most of the time, right? The guys that don't want to be here are the superstar of the team. I mean, we all know Cordell Patterson is not the superstar, so nobody wants him. So Julio Jones was the star. Everybody want to kiss his ass.
Right. But like I said, I'm looking at it like this. Before I start thinking about a quarterback, bringing in a quarterback, I'm making sure I got I'm making sure I got my damn pieces in place. Because I don't want my new quarterback coming into a situation where he gonna get his ass murdered.
Okay. First one, who are you taking?
As far as what? The first pick?
I mean, the first pick.
Or are you talking about as far as quarterback, or are you talking about who am I taking first pick?
Yeah, first pick.
First pick.
I mean, you don't have to say the player, but which position would you address first?
I'm addressing. I'll say the player. I'm gonna say Jordan Davis.
Okay.
But the thing, but here's the thing though. Can you really pick him at 8, or could you trade back a couple spots and get Jordan Davis and get some more capital? That's gonna be the question right there. But I'll take Jordan Davis first.
I mean, if Washington want to make a trade, or I don't know, like a team like Denver.
If Washington wants to make a trade and come
I'm all for it.
I'm taking it. Shit, fuck that. Give me one of them second round picks. I can give me about 2 pass rushers and a receiver right there.
Yeah.
Look, I think that's wishful thinking. At the end of the day, if your guy there, you take it. At the end of the day, if your guy there, you take it.
Right.
Like I said, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But at the end of the day, you feel like Jordan Davis can be the guy that's going to maximize all the talent around you. You get it. It's all about maximizing the talent you already have. When you're talking about a team like the Falcons, the team like the Falcons already got their quarterback. They already got a couple of players. So you bring in the guy that's going to maximize that talent. So it doesn't matter if Jordan Davis is 8 or he's 21. He's going to maximize that talent. That's what we need to be focused on rather than actually trying to get a superstar. Maximize the talent that you already have. If you didn't have any talent, now you're talking about trading back and doing, getting more picks. But we already have talent, and that's something that people not understanding. Everybody want to get the superstar rather than actually maximize the talent that you have already. And that's why I say it's foolish to even think about trading Julio, not Julio, but even a Calvin Ridley. If Calvin Ridley wants to be here, you keep him and just add on to the talent that you have. Even with Grady Jarrett, if Grady Jarrett wants to be here, you keep him and add on to the talent.
Yeah,
That's why I've stated several times, even recently, I don't have a problem with Calvin Ridley staying. If he wants to be here, then of course this offense is going to be better with a Calvin Ridley than without a Calvin Ridley.
I think Calvin. I think if he wants to stay, we just gonna say if because we don't know. Because me personally, I honestly think he wants to be gone by any means possible. But like I said, his best role will be in this offense is a slot receiver at best. And that's not taken away from what he can do and stuff like that. But if you're talking about a team that wants to be physical, he's going to be better off at the slot. But the only issue is Russell Gage got to play the slot too. So that's why I say you got a whole bunch of stuff that's going on here. And I don't think they really have enough cap space to really keep Calvin Ridley anyway. So I feel like they will trade him.
So we already pick his 5th-year option, right?
They did. But if you trade him, that 5th-year option, that we recoup that 5th-year option back if you trade him.
Okay.
If you cut him, then you don't get that money back. And we got a $4.99 super chat from Dale. He said, "I love the asset." $4.99.
Appreciate that.
But
that island shit right here.
Exactly. But yeah, man. Hey man, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down for the night, man. Well, I didn't even see the damn time, but it's almost 10:30 in this damn time. Good Lord. Hey man, we're gonna definitely wind it down tonight. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna continue this conversation Monday as far as the elite quarterback thing. If you know anybody that's going to disagree with anything we say, tell them to come on Monday. We're going to put the APB out on it as well. So that's all we looking for on these Friday Night Matters. We just look for people that want to disagree. But the problem is people disagree with words, disagree with typing, but they don't want to disagree with words. You feel what I'm saying?
Twitter fingers turning.
Yeah, we did.
Regular fingers turning.
Look, listen. Send. Oh, come on, talk. I'm finna go get my beer.
I'll be back.
And be going in their room crying and shit like a little ass baby. I about to say, boy, they be sitting in there, be looking like Butters from South Park. Do, I got something for you. Loo, I got something for you. Ting. But Yeezy, go ahead and kick us off with your final thoughts for the night, man.
I mean, I honestly think that elite quarterback are overrated. So I don't know any elite quarterback who play on a bad team. Tell me an elite quarterback who play on a bad team.
That makes sense.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, my bad. I had to find out. I didn't see that.
You can't find it.
I couldn't find it. I was looking for it. Hold on, let me see again. No, I can't find it. Because like you said, the quarterback wouldn't be considered elite if the team was bad and they were still losing.
See, a perfect example, Terry Bradshaw. I mean, if I take away Terry Bradshaw from that Steelers team in the 70s, right? I put like someone like a Joe Theismann in that team. Or like what's his name? Don Fouts, right? Hell yeah, this team will be better. I mean, the only reason Terry Bradshaw is in the Hall of Fame is because he playing that team in the 70s.
And they was the best team in the 70s for a while. So the steel curtain for a reason. But this is the conversation people don't want to have. But Mike, I know y'all, they finna DM the shit out your ass talking about how dare it. Well, how that hippo lady from Rocco's Modern Life used to go? How dare you? It just had your head on the stake somewhere. But go ahead, Yeezy. Go ahead, finish it off.
Yeah, man. I honestly think that even Richard Sherman said that the Seahawks did not win the Super Bowl with let Ross cook. What the hell is let Ross cook? I mean,
we don't know, man. We don't know. That look. This is all you gotta do. We don't know, man. We don't know. Man,
I mean, even his own teammate say that.
Yeah, that Super Bowl by them not running the ball at the 1 yard line. Literally,
this is the price you got to pay with let Ross cook.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, horrible play calling beside that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And it broke up that whole team right after that.
Yeah.
Man, but all right, hey Tim, man, you there, man? What you got? What you got for the people? What's your final word?
2-point conversion. I got the same energy as Mad Mike on one of them tweets. Y'all complaining about these women wearing provocative clothing as a college coach, but you got men out here wearing skinny jeans. Them jeans so tight, you gonna catch a yeast infection. Y'all brothers need to stop wearing them skinny jeans, man.
Yeah, y'all asses looking like Mr. Mackey from South Park. Okay.
And that's my 2-point conversion. I'm done.
All right, I'll go next, man. Like I said, I seen that, ATM. I seen that. I said, okay, she's wearing hot pink ass pants and spandex. They just mad because she got a body. That's what that was.
That's really what it is.
That's really what it came down to. She a coach that like to show her body off.
Exactly.
But she ain't showing it off on the IG model side of the game. She's doing it very professional. Like they just mad because nobody gives a damn about the basketball game.
If she was skinny as hell, nobody would even care.
Exactly. If she, let's just be honest, if she was built like an ironing board, we'd be looking like, okay, I don't give a fuck. But they see that ass, they like, wait a minute, oh damn, this game. Hold on, what she got on? Oh shit,
they are losing focus.
Yeah, we are losing focus. But yeah, I kind of agree. At the end of the day, man, my final words is gonna be, man, everybody has an opinion on something. The problem is everybody wants to be right, but everybody's scared to be wrong. And that's the point of having the discussions and stuff like we had tonight. This is the type of reason why we have these types of discussions. It ain't nothing wrong with being right. Ain't nothing wrong with being wrong. You rather have the discussion and be like, okay, maybe I was wrong thinking about it like that. You're still learning. See, we live in a society nowadays that everybody's sensitive. Like ATM just said about the culture stuff. I saw something that happened yesterday that we going to her name was Sydney Carter. LS her name was Sydney Carter. That's the coach for Texas A&M. Oh yeah. I seen that as I like, yeah. She definitely, and she be wearing heels on the court too. She be wearing them stripper heels. It was almost stripper like heels on the court. So yeah, she's straight for the stroke. I just say that much. But back to what I was saying. these folks, like I said, looking at Mike's posts and stuff like that. If you're gonna try to call somebody out for something that they say, and they invite you to come on and voice your frustration, even if you're a guy that might have some clout or something like that, that's an invitation, bro. Don't be scared to debate somebody on anything. This is all what it's all about. It's all about learning and coming into an agreement.
See, when I'm watching First Take or when I'm watching like Get Up, I don't see when Stephen A says something, I don't see like Ryan Clark or like Swagoo say amen. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They disagree on some topics, right? And I don't see Stephen A say amen to everything that Ryan Clark say or everything that Dan Orlovsky say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know.
Exactly.
So
everybody wants their cake in it too.
I mean, if everybody agree on it, it's not a debate. It's not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like I said, if y'all guys that y'all sitting here, y'all got platforms and stuff, and y'all want to talk shit about people that have a different opinion that or not maybe on the same level as you. If you talking shit about somebody like that, aren't you searching for clout too? Instead of addressing what it said and having a conversation, but you talking shit about somebody.
Boy, I seen a lot of that in the response to that tweet, but I ain't gonna say no name.
I ain't gonna say my name out there. They name is out there. Mike could probably drop some names out there, but like I said, just let y'all know these are some very these some people in the Falcons content creator spaces we talking about here.
And on YouTube too.
YouTube and stuff, yeah. But they've had it out for us.
Hell, ESPN.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you want to get technical with it, yeah, ESPN as well. Like I said, they didn't had it out for us for as long as we've been here, especially Mike. But at the end of the day, we don't give a damn. This is why y'all come watch us, and this is why we love doing what we do for y'all. Cause y'all know we don't give a shit. Y'all know we crazy as hell, but we ain't afraid to be wrong over here. See, y'all asses is afraid to be wrong.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I said what I said.
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew he was gonna say it.
I said what I said. And if you got a problem with me, if you got a problem with what I said, this is why we have platforms. So you can call it clout chasing. You can call it me being funny, me being mean. Bitch, I gave you an opportunity to call me out. Your punk asses did not step up to the plate. So who's really the bitch? Okay.
Oh, you said they had to change their tampon and they ain't have one.
They didn't have tampon. Yeah,
they
did not step up to that plate. Post ain't gonna be up by tomorrow.
I didn't.
That post ain't gonna be up by tomorrow.
I didn't do.
He said he gonna repost that motherfucker again.
Hey, y'all, I might do that. I might. Hey, y'all know how I am. Look, at the end of the day, it's still there. It's still there. I've known several people, and if you're talking about content creators, you say something, you call them out, magically tweets disappear, videos still disappear. I got over 2,000 videos. Those videos of having a conversation about Kevin, really? Yeah, they're still there. Ain't nothing changed.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Let's Get It GA right quick. He was talking about Styles. You and Mike keep shining. Being from Atlanta myself, y'all inspired me to become a content creator. Much love and respect. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, man.
That's it, man. That's it. That's the realest I can get. like I said, I didn't. It wasn't all. It wasn't. I think today, like I said, today I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people that actually inboxed me and was like, "Man, I'm glad you did that. You was actually brave and you stood out and you said what everybody else was afraid to say. Everybody was afraid to call Calvin Ridley out. Hugh Douglas, he
So
called Calvin
basically,
Ridley.
you just did what everybody was afraid to do. That man.
Yeah, basically, you let your nuts drag on the ground while everybody shriveled up to their throats.
He was saying what everybody was thinking, but they didn't want to say it. I can respect now. Think about it. I can respect.
No, I didn't.
You say
like I said, Hugh Douglas was the first one to really come out and say it. All right, I'm giving him his credit. I wasn't the first one to say it. Hugh questioned him. Hugh wrote a statement on Twitter. He said, "Come on, Calvin, please don't tell me you did not just use mental health. All right, mental health."
Oh yeah, that was last week. Yeah,
a cop out. That was Hugh Douglas. All right, 92-9 the game. I'm not the first one. Okay, so at the end of the day, I said what I said, and I still remain. I could be wrong about a lot of things, and I have been wrong about a lot of things, including Isaiah Oliver being a Pro Bowler, including, I thought the Falcons would actually be a Super Bowl contender, at some point recently. I was wrong about that. I've been wrong about a lot of stuff, but guess what? None of my stuff has disappeared. You can go 2 years. You can search some crazy shit from 4 or 5 years ago on Facebook, and it's still there. At the end of the day, I know what I say. I mean what I say, even if the shit is stupid. But I'm man enough to sit down and have a conversation with another man and admit, all right, maybe I could have, said this a little differently. Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should have did that. I'm man enough to do that. So I don't take anything back. I meant what I said. I still don't believe shit that he said. I don't believe I don't believe none of that shit. But I also said that, hey, I don't know. I don't have any proof that he does not suffer from mental health issues. I ain't got no proof to say that he don't. I said I just don't believe him. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with me saying I don't believe you?
And the timing of it was just, and like I said, the timing of it makes it so suspect. That's what I'm saying. Because if the issue was you had mental health issues, that would have been something that would have been addressed once you got in the league. Especially when you have professional therapists and stuff that the team that all these teams have that you can go to. That's also part in your contracts and stuff. And like I said, we already know the people are afraid to say shit because, like I said, we always be opening these platforms and let people speak what they want to speak, but they'll be in the chats and stuff talking shit about anything we say. But as soon as we put them links up, them motherfuckers disappear.
Wait, someone say Tack say that he still want that smoke. He will never
that's
forget.
Travis trolling you.
Oh, I know. No.
Hey, that's a
What
good.
is
That's
he
a
talking
good
about?
way.
Nah, he
End of the show, man.
Yeah, he joking. He joking. Yeah, he friends of the show.
He cool.
Yeah, Atlanta Leo say, in other words, them other fans couldn't stand on all 10 toes on what they say. They can't. And like you say, even when you talk about the Matt Ryan topic too, it really explains all that. Because like I said, they talk shit when they ain't got a camera in front of them, like I said. And here's the issue. When the links come up, they scatter like roaches.
He gone.
You gone, bro. You they say you Sonic the Hedgehog, that motherfucker. You saw the rings and went that way. That's what you did. You went right that way, like. And maybe we should have a is Michael Vick overrated show. I wonder if they'll come out when we do that show.
We'll see real quick.
We'll think about that. Hey, let us know in the chat. Do you think we should have was Michael Vick overrated show?
Hey, KStylzz, you do know that if you want to trap a mouse, you don't talk about the trap, so the mouse might hear you.
Oh no, that's not the trap I'm talking about. That's not the trap I'm talking about. I heard about that, but that's not the trap. That's not the trap I'm talking about.
Actually want the smoke. Like I said, we want all the smoke.
Mm-hmm. And all we do is sit back and ask questions. Like, okay, you said this. Okay, what about this? What about this?
The only thing that has changed with me, as far as my thoughts on Calvin Ridley, is one thing. I said, if Calvin Ridley wants to be here, then I'm open for him being here.
Yeah.
That's it. It's still, I don't believe shit he got to say.
Next year, don't start on that bullshit again.
You're right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for joining us. Everybody had difference of opinion. I want to send out a special shout out to Cam. He was the only man that actually showed up who had a different of opinion, and he thought that I was absolutely ignorant for my statement. He showed up. He was a man about it, and he showed up and he confronted me about it. He talked to me about it, why I should say this and why I shouldn't say this, and I should word my my thoughts a lot better. I appreciate that.
And he sounded like he was a young cat too.
A young cat. This dude was a young cat. Mm-hmm. So he was willing to even step up to the plate and say, all right, you may have been wrong. You were wrong about this. Ain't no me about it. You were wrong about this. Maybe you should word it. I appreciate that. But all these other coward motherfuckers on social media sticking behind them tweets, afraid to actually step the fuck up and have a conversation like men, like women. Y'all want to continue to gossip, continue to spread. Man, Mike, he think he's right about everything. He thinks all right. At the end of the day, yes, I think I am the smartest motherfucker ever. Yes, I think I am the biggest, the baddest motherfucker ever. Yes, I think that. But guess what? Shouldn't you think you're smart? Shouldn't you think you're the best? Shouldn't you have confidence in yourself? Shouldn't you believe in yourself? Should KStylzz sit back and cry and say, no, I'm dumb? Would you guys prefer that I say I'm stupid? Would you guys prefer to me say I don't believe in myself? This is what it's about. You're supposed to have confidence in yourself. Motherfuckers hate people who confident in themselves. Period. I'm confident. I know I'm smart. I know I'm that. I am that dude. Why? Because I actually do my work. I do my homework. I make sure that I have the proper knowledge. And if I don't know shit, guess what? I'm gonna bring somebody else who don't understand, who understands it a lot better than me. That's why we've had interviews with, guys, Will McFadden, the Tory McElhaney's, the just, my boy, Smitty had Jesse Tugg on the show. Keenan Forney. We've had guys on, and they've explained certain things to me. Terrence Mathis. So at the end of the day, yeah, I think I'm the smartest because I've learned from the best. Chuck Smith is the best of the best. He's killing it right now. I've had conversation with Chuck Smith. Yes, Terrence Mathis is one of the greatest Falcon receivers of all time. I've had conversations with him. So you goddamn right. I think I am one of the smartest. I am that dude. Period. Point blank. God bless you all. And
like I said, hey, you remember you're talking to the skinny jean brigade. You gotta remember that, Mike. You're talking to the skinny jean brigade. It ain't gonna work.
Skinny jean brigade.
Like I said, these folk probably go to the women's section and buy their damn clothes. I just say that now. But at the end of the day, we appreciate everybody.
Love you all. Absolutely love everybody. We're closing on 3 million views. And that's all because of you guys believed in us. Thank you for that. We're closing in on 3 million views. This platform is closing on 3 million, and it's all because of you people, the real Falcons fans.
Hey, look, I like these comments right here. They said Mike got them boys pump faking at the computer screen with their shirts off. And ATL Leo said they the no nuts crew.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
And it is what it is, man.
I'm me. I'm always gonna be me. But until next time, go ahead.
Hey, we all some crazy motherfuckers over here. We all don't do it. We all don't. But here's the fucked up part about it: we all don't do it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, man, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell up out of here.
Bam! There you go, buddy.
Stetson Bennett, the greatest Georgia quarterback of all time.
Man, see, I'm
Hey man, he gonna put you in that skinny jeans crew, bro. You better calm your head down.
I'll get you.